Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Berryjuicysweet Dishes. And if this is your first time, please hit that like button and also that bell right beside. And to all my returning viewers, welcome back. And to everyone, all positive vibes. Well, today I will be making some strawberry crunch cookies. Let me show you how. Let's begin. So I'm going to take a whole box of strawberry cake mix and I'm going to dump it in my mixing bowl. So I'm going to add a half a cup of unsalted butter, salted. Next, I'm going to add 1 large egg. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this until it forms a soft dough. And then I want to mix this well so it becomes solid and not so crumbly. So I'm going to keep mixing until it becomes one whole solid form. All right. Once my batter becomes a whole solid form, a solid piece of dough, I'm going to set this to the side. Okay, so let's make the crunch for our cookies. First, I'm going to start off with a half a cup of freeze-dried strawberries. Next, I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of some stevia sugar. You can use whatever sweetener you want to add. My preference is going to be the stevia. So I'm going to use 1/4 cup. Next, I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of the flour. You can use self-rising, all-purpose, whatever flour you have in your cabinet. So now I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of some unsalted butter. And I'm going to mix this until it becomes crunchy. Okay, and as you can see, it's beginning to get crunchy. All right, we're going to set this to the side and let's make our glaze. So I'm going to add about 1 cup of the powdered sugar. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. Next, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of milk. So now I'm going to give this a stir. I do want this to be creamy. And I'm blending it well until it's nice, smooth, and creamy. So now that I'm finished with my glaze, what I want to do is let's get the baking pan ready for the cookies. And then we're going to also preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. So here we have our cookie dough our cookie crumbs and our glaze. So I'm going to line my baking dish with some parchment paper. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a medium-sized ice cream scooper, or you can just take a spoonful. So we're going to spoon up our dough. And then we're going to line it onto our cookie sheet. So once I spoon up my dough, what I'm doing is I'm just taking my spoon and I'm just pressing down the middle of my dough. The reason why is because this is where we're going to put our crumbs at. Our crunch at, not crumbs, our crunch. So as you can see, the pattern already made for my cookies. Okay, so we have our cookies lined up. I spreaded them out and I took the spoon and I pushed down the center of my cookies because this is where we're going to lay our crunch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this strawberry jam. This is only optional. You don't have to use this, but I'm going to just put some strawberry jam in the middle of each of my cookies. So once I put the jam on the center of my cookies, what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently press the topping onto each cookie before we bake them. So once I added the crunch onto my cookies, I'm just going to gently press them down before we bake them. All right. We're going to bake these cookies for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the edges are set and it's slightly golden. All right, let's check on our cookies. They seem to be about ready. All right, we're going to let them cool. So now that our cookies have cooled, I'm going to go ahead and stir that glaze one more time because my glaze has been sitting for a while the cookie is baked. So I'm just going to stir it up one more time. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop some glaze right across it. Just like that. All right, let's plate it up. Okay, so let's give one of our cookies a try. This is delicious. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Don't forget to hit that like button and share the video. Again, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Well, bye for now.